Oh, shit. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Sipping in the Sip with Sabrina. I am Sabrina. How's everybody doing? Y'all, I'm struggling today. Probably because I'm just getting my tail up. I'm just getting up. I was tired when I got off work today. Tired. But right. We on Power Book 3. It is right. Raising Kanan. Season 2, episode 4. Pay the toll. It is. Okay. Alright, on the end of episode 3, Kanan was getting out the bus. He turned that corner and saw Detective Howard spooked. And what happened? He was just telling him that he shot him. He told him, but he took a bullet for his son, and he'll, from his son, and then he'll take one for his son. Is how episode 3 ended. Okay. So we can get into it. Oh, yeah, I hate when people do all that. Okay, so we can get into some things. We are getting ready to pay the toll. Well, anyway. So we got a truck on the road. The New Jersey shipment is headed to its prospective place. But when they get to a light, they had a light, and the man walk in front of the truck, bend down, tie their shoes. They blowing their horn like, where you at? Because you ain't lifted back up. Get out. So when they lifted up, he lifted up with a gun. It was an Italian dude. They lifted up with a gun, with a big boy, and he shoot through the engine. And then there's another Italian that come around the truck and pull Buddy out the truck. They kind of beat the hell out of Buddy. We ain't gonna lie. They beat the hell out of little Buddy, left his ass laying in the middle of the goddamn road. And then they pretty much told him like no one can come to Newark without, I think he says Zella Zob. You know, whoever this Zob Zellanor is, baby, you gotta get him a piece, honey, because he is busting heads before you can even get to your prospective place. You know what I mean? Not playing with y'all. Ziza manager Cartier and Rock, they out looking at different little paintings and stuff together. And so he trying to explain to her like who he is and all this, that, and the third. But she like, I know you, know exactly who you are. And she pretty much asked him how he do what he do. How do he have all of his business intact the way that he do? And he was just pretty much asking Rock, like, what do you have too much of in your business? And she like cash. And then as she's saying cash, she figured out, you know, she like, oh, so you buy art and then you sell it, and pretty much you buy art with corrupt money, then you flip it with the art, and then now you got legit cash, you know. So pretty much he cleaning his money through the art. Kanan ended up going to the prison to visit his uncle Defcon's brother. And he pretty much just asking about his dad and what have he said about him, you know, what had his father had said about him or whatever. Okay, and then so where he was pretty much asking him about like what was his daddy saying about him, his uncle was like, first of all, just telling him like you was little, so you was just like his son or whatever. But he was pretty much trying to tell him like pretty much your daddy was in these streets. And how he was going through hoes and he could have anybody he wanted, this, then the third. And it was like he telling Kanan, he told Kanan, you know, it's time for you to get it in, boy. You got your you know, you got your daddy eyes and your daddy heart. And he pretty much just tell him just like, yeah, get out there and put in some work and don't forget about your Uncle Vernon commissary, honey. Why you getting it in? Remember me. Like I believe he telling Kanan some bull crap, thinking he can get him some type of form of money on his commissary, honey. Lou walking in the studio on the phone. And he expressing to somebody how he not gonna be fucking with Jersey. And as he's hanging up the phone, he realizes that the mixing board is gone. And Crown, like he had got him a new one, is in negotiations. And pretty much because Lou is like on 10, you know, Crown is trying to tell him that he needs to calm down. Um, Lou, he's sitting there eating and chewing and shit. Lou knocked his food out his hand and pinned him up on the wall so quick. And he told him, like, I may not be an expert, but I do know we can't do shit without it. Like, we ain't doing no work. So why is this mixing board gone? And then he ended up with telling him, like, and I am calm, and you don't want to see me agitated. And I was like, okay, Luke, better tell that fool. He keep doing unnecessary stuff now. Might have to get that, buddy. So Kanan is leaving the prison. Marvin is in the car, and Marvin on the phone. Kanan get in the car, and Marvin say, I hope it was worth it. Because everything burning down while you inside. Chatting with your bitch ass uncle. And he tell him pretty much how his uncle is a piece of shit. And how he used to be a piece of shit. And then he just was like, did you learn something about your father? And Kanan just was like, he don't know what he do or don't know. Marvin tell him he got family who love him imperfect, but they do be here for you at all times. You know, this little bit of dysfunctional ass family, but we got your back. Juke back at her mom's crib. She rang the doorbell. And her mom buzzed her up. She went up to see her mom. Her mom tell her she was so glad to see her, and she was excited that Juke was in her home. Juke like, why you leave me? Like, Juke them but I don't want no pleasantries. Why did you leave me? And then she just pretty much told her she was young and scared. And she ran away. And she was trying to be a singer. And when she would have got rich, she was going to come back and get a Juke. But it never did happen, you know what I'm saying? And she pretty much was just saying she got caught up with the wrong people. And then she was just asking Juke for a chance to really just be a part of her life. Now, you know what I'm saying? Rocking the spot, Kanan and Marvin walk in. Lou about 10 seconds behind them, maybe a minute. Kanan go in. Ended up having to go into this funky ass room. They at the first house, the first building that they had was going into the building that they had put their dead body in. This is the house they in, and Kanan has to go into a stinking ass room. So while they talk real quick. And so Marvin them talking, they talking about the New Jersey shit. And while they doing that, Kanan in that other room, he done went in the closet. And it's like at least 10 shoe boxes in this closet stacked up on the bottom. 9 of them is full of cash. Okay. And then Marvin is like, I told you moving to New Jersey was a problem. Lou is co-signing what Marvin is saying. Italians don't play. Rock say nobody gonna tell her where she can do business. And she also told them to set up the meeting. Period. Like, I ain't said none of that, honey. Set that meeting up so I can get this money rolling, because I pay y'all. I'm the money. I tell you what we can and can't make. Juliana is in the store. Unique walk in. He got a pop. She is nervous as hell. Let's be very clear. She's very much nervous. And he telling her when he giving her the money this time that they got off on the wrong foot. She tried to give him his change, and he just tell her you can keep it. And when he walked out, he walked straight up to a car talking to some dude. Rocking Kanan walking. And Lou spot them and call him out. She tell Kanan to let them talk. He like, I ain't know, baby. Y'all quit telling me to do that because he was just at the house and they made him go in the room. Now we outside and you telling me to go and go to the car. Y'all need to talk all day. Like, I ain't no kid. Like, what's up? And so Lou tell Rock that he was short on cash, and she tell him that she got him. And she just pretty much told him, your first name is on point, your last name is on time for the family business. She walked up to Kanan talking about his uncle. And did he get what he wanted from him? Kanan say, why did you want me to kill that cop? You said because he crazy. But that ain't enough for him. You understand me? He wanted to, she telling him like he wanted to send you up the road, for years for $120. Really, he wanted to send you up the road for $120 to get time, and he tried to do you that night if you didn't. He would have did you that night if you didn't snitch on him. If you didn't snitch on her, you know what I'm saying? She like the cop wanted you to be snitching on him, and that he was gonna send you to prison if you didn't shoot him or whatever, like, because he wanted you to tell on me if you ain't shoot him, then he was gonna send you down the road for $120. But Kanan is looking at her like, I know you lying. I know you lying because the man that he talking to, that ain't what it's seeming like. So Juke go to Marvin house, to her daddy house, to her room, and she looking around and she seen that it was a little karaoke machine and stuff on her desk. And of course she huffed, but she went on in the closet. Marvin come in the crib and he hear Juke in her room and he like, are you back? He asked if she liked the room. He thought of the color for her, and she got her clothes and left him while he was still talking. When I tell y'all, Juke bounce game. It's so fire. She don't say nothing. Gotta go. Rock and Marvin Lou meet up with the Italians. The Italians talk shit, explain the rules of Newark. And he get her offer that was non-negotiable, and she rejected that shit. Rock spaz on Lou and Marvin cosigns. Okay. Famous and Kanan is in the apartment partying with the cash she took from the shoebox. It's a house. It's a house full of youngins, and the neighbors. There's this mother and daughter that knocks on the door, and they're telling them that it's another neighbor that is gonna call the police on them. So just like, they were just telling them to keep it down or whatever. They shoot the shit, have a little quick little conversation and all that good stuff. Then the daughter asked the mom if she could stay for a little while, and the mom like, yeah. So the girl going in the house. The mama is looking at Candy like he a nice little snack. You hear me? Like, yeah, you can get both of us, Sandy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at the mama like, you girl, go sit your ass down. Want your old ass puss. Howard is fucking his whore, but he not into it, so he kind of push her off of him or whatever. He tell her that he tell her that he got a son around her kid age. She like, you never mentioned a kid in about 7 years. I have not heard about no darn kid. She gave him some advice on how to become his father because he was explaining that he don't know what to do because he recently found out that he was the baby father. That he was a baby dad. You know he was a baby daddy. Juke in the bathroom at Rocks, letting down her hair. She got some beautiful hair. Um, and Rock came in asking about Kanan, but Juke tell her about famous new spot, and she'll be going there later. And she, she'll tell him that she want him to let him know that she was looking for him. When Rock was ready to go, she tell her that she had saw her mom. And Juke was so excited telling Rock. But Rock is mad, like she looked for you. And she was like, no. I found her. And Rock just like, but she ain't think to come and see you. And Rock give her a love speech and pretty much just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she had already had told her previously though that like sometimes people just can't do it. Like when she was just inquiring about her mom, Rock had already told her like sometimes people just can't do it or whatever. So I guess that's was her way of like I ain't gonna bash her no more or nothing like that, but it was messed up. Okay, so Marvin is talking real Neek X right hand about him being short. And he explained that he left it in the closet. Marvin, like, who told you that you could leave? What is you doing? Like that supposed to leave as soon as it comes. Like, what are you doing? And Ruel is talking, and he was like, "Well, that's how Neek." And before he could get that sentence out, Marvin is up and he is heated. And so Marvin like, did you tell Lou about this? And Ruel like, well, Lou ain't never around. And he was like, well, somebody's scheming, and when we catch them, we gonna do us. I need you to do a run. Kanan at the party kissing the neighbor's daughter. Juke finally make it. Crown come through. He see blah, blah. He see Juke, and Juke don't want to see him. But then he give her a tape and tell her that he got a song for her. Okay. Lou and Cartier, which is Ziza's manager, they in the studio and they toasting to the new mixer. Rock go to the store to pick up cash. Juliana tell her about, Neek coming into the store and how she look weak and how they is looking at them right now. Juke hanging up clothes, including dresses. Kanan walk in and ask about the church gear. And she going to church with her moms. And Because she going to church with her mom's because her mom's had asked her to go to church with her, and she was explaining to Kanan how it felt, meeting her mom. Rockin' Symphony, that is the little light skinned dude that she was talking to, the attorney or something. He was somebody. Forgot what it was. Rockin' Symphony at the new crib, chatting, and he like, why you reach out? She like, cause I know you know about architect and buildings. And she wanted to know what he thought. And he bring up when he took Kanan out of town. She explained a good lie. And then show him to the he wanted to know some specifics as to why the hell he had took Kanan out of town. And why was that little boy so scared? So he want to know some things. Nick on the phone, and he discussed them. He discussed what sounds like Ruel told him the plan about the drop to somebody else. It seemed the way that conversation was going as if Ruel told Nick about the drop that Marvin told him he needed to do. And he is telling them what they should be expecting, and for them not to hurt his boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't hurt my boy. So while he was explaining it, Detective Burke walked in, and she bring up how he lost everything. And then she explained about her partner being shot, Neek being set up, and how she would want to know who it was if it were her. Like, she don't see Neek going out here. Like, that's what she thought. I guess she thought when Neek got out, like he was gonna go to whoever had set him up or whatever. But he didn't do that. And so she like, I would want to know if it were me. And I was like, no. But she did tell him that she was watching him. So, he really not finna show you who it was. Like, now, like, it's over with, buddy. While talking to the realtor, and then walked to Symphony. And he like, stop contacting me, luring me back in. If you care about me, let me be. Let me move on. You said I was a vacation to you. I wanted to be your home, not a damn vacation. Oh shit. So Rock looking stupid as hell. Of course. So Marvin is putting the shipment in, locking the shipment down, and it is now headed to Newark. Rock walked in the house, going through the mail. Kanan walked down. He headed to Famous. Rock walked to the window and stare out as Kanan was leaving. As he walked off down the road, the shipment is inside of a little school bus. Ruel, whatever your name is, he got jacked at the light by one person, a white boy. He upgauge and tell him to get out. Not one thing was done to Ruel, not even a slap. So Marvin is driving on the phone, and he ended up pulling over. He found out that the School bus shipment was gone. So he 360 high. And so Kanan done walked up to Detective Howard crib. Okay. Rock had done followed Kanan and saw him go to Detective Howard crib. Okay. So y'all, that was episode 4, huh? We're gonna get into episode 5 tomorrow. Y'all sip on that and make it make sense. I love